Okay, to get this working, first we need a double variable. So I'm going to just call it double x, and we're going to use scan to pull in the value. Now again, we always want to ask them what they're about to input. So system.out.println, please enter a decimal number. And I'm going to stop and compile right here, make sure I haven't done anything. Oops. Helps if we spell next double correctly. Recompile. And now you should add your if statement. So if x equals 17.25, and again, we want to be very careful to use the two equal signs, then they got the correct answer. Recompile and run. So if we type in 17.25, it types correct. If we recompile, and let's say this time I type in 17.9, that's not correct, so notice nothing at the bottom gets printed out. Now let's look at a couple quick things with the if statement. It's pretty easy to accidentally forget to put that second equal sign and just put 1. That's how we've been assigning variables the whole time. So it's an easy typo to make. That's the error message you're going to get. It'll tell you incompatible types. And the reason for this is Java thinks you're trying to actually do a variable assignment. It thinks you're trying to make x equal to 17.25. And Java won't let you do that inside an if statement. So it uses an equal sign so that it can tell the difference between the two. So that extra equal sign works inside the if statement. So if x equals 17.25, the test condition will work. One other thing to notice here is if I accidentally put a semicolon right here, my program will run just fine. But when I actually type in a number, let's say I type in 10, 10 is not equal to 17.25, but Java is going to tell me that the answer was correct. The reason is an if statement really is just one big command. And like we've talked about, semicolons are how we show the end of a command. So if I put a semicolon at the end of my if statement right here, I'm basically saying, okay, I'm done with my if statement. It's like I'm testing it, but then not doing anything about it. So we need to make sure there's no semicolon there, and it should be at the end of the next statement that we have. I try to go ahead and put in curly brackets for every if statement that I do, even if it's only one line. That way, if I go ahead and I need to add more statements, I don't accidentally forget and put a semicolon in the wrong spot or forget the curly brackets. So today we let our program make some simple decisions. Very basic stuff. Is x equal to 9? Is y equal to 37? In the next few lessons, we'll start to build more sophisticated if statements to allow our programs to make even more decisions.